Hey folks, welcome back to Orcal Seasons. We're in the Poison Moth's lair. These eyeballs are looking at us. Stop it. And here are the items, the enemies I've been harping on about, hey, you need to keep your shield. You need to block them with your shield so they flip over, then you can slash them. Can't beat them any other way as far as I know. And you have to beat them to open that door. Let's kill these guys from Link to the Past. Now, luckily there are no lifelikes in this dungeon, so you can't really lose your shield, but watch out for the gremlins, they can be tricksters. Now this room is a bit mean because, yeah, these things. Now luckily it's still relatively early on in the dungeon, so they don't put you that far back, but it's still irritating. There's a finite amount of them, though, which is convenient. And fun fact, you don't actually need the power bracelet equipped in order to push pots. Simple block pushing here, nothing to get overly excited about. These enemies move the exact opposite direction you can. That is open to abuse, basically. I will show off how to abuse them properly fairly soon in the future, but I have a key to grab in here. And when I just come back and pick up this game, I usually forget to grab this key, and that's kind of irritating because then I have to go back and I forget, oh, where am I going? And it's a shame because I really like this. I like these rolly puzzle thingamajigs with the dodging pits and whatnot. Maybe it's because they're not in any other Zelda games, maybe it's just they're a concept that I like, but, yeah. Now these things, regardless of any ideas you might have, Pegasus Seeds will not let you get over there. So you'll need to find other means of crossing over that. Just going to ignore those enemies, because we'll be dealing with similar ones in the near future. Take care of these rabbit-ass things. Oh, come on. There we go. Much better. Now you'll notice that, hey, there's a giant conspicuous tile there. What do you think's gonna happen when we kill everything? If you guessed the chest, wow, you're probably average. Up here we got a treasure chest with the dungeon map. Now, my ROM is kind of corrupted or glitched or something, so if I try to go to the dungeon map, my game will freeze, but take my word for it when I say that the lower floor of the dungeon is in fact shaped like a poison moth. It's a neat touch, and it's something that's actually done a lot in the games, so check it out. Here's some block pushing. Semi-clever in that you have to push that red one back before you can actually push it forward, but also very nice to you in that the torches don't shoot fire at you. Here's some pea-hats, screw them. Honestly, indoor pea-hats. What do I think of next? Oh. These things can be irritating because they move so weird, basically. You can trap them in there, but that's kind of difficult to do on purpose. They just move around weird. I guess if you're used to playing Link to the Past, it's better. So, returning these, I don't even know what the hell these things are, squid turtles or something? And you'll see that one spawned over there. It can spawn over there, may also spawn over here if you're unlucky. And here's some more retarded ass duck things. And here's how I abuse them basically. Get them all into one place, usually a corner. And then slash. Rinse and repeat. They take 3 hits, which is irritating if you're trying to pick them off all at once, but when you're doing all 3 at once, it's very easy. I'll time this well, and you got Rock's Feather. Rock is some sort of mystical ancient bird thing with the power of flight, and lets you jump. Very useful, very abused. Also very fun to mess with, especially once you get the upgrade. So that L1 means there's an upgrade. But not all the upgrades are in all the games. Ages doesn't have a boomerang or Rock's Feather upgrade. Or a slingshot at all has a seed shooter instead, which doesn't have an upgrade, while the slingshot in this game does. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Here's some 2D platforming action, for those of you who liked Zelda 2. There. It's highly recommended not fall down. There's a gigantic bed of spikes that will skewer you, and that is not fun, especially since they consistently hurt you until you can get out of them, which is harder than it may think. Jump on the trampoline. We got a chest and a Zola. There's Mr. Compass. Again, not going to use it. Most of the chests are pretty obvious. Push the trampoline over to the other obviously marked tile. If you're a bit slow, that owl will tell you that same thing. We go. Now this room here, I really like this room. Just in concept. Because it combines the rolly thingies with jumping over spikes, and I think that is awesome. It was actually relatively difficult, at least it was for my 7-year-old self, or, let's see, how old would I be? Actually 8, but yeah, you get the point. Here's more pushing. And gee, there's a very obviously colored tile. Do you think we should push the trampoline there? I sure hope so. Honestly, Seasons does kind of point out the solutions to puzzles a lot, but yeah. That's what you got Ages for, honestly. Zola ambush, and you may or may not have your sword equipped there since you were just doing the spike jumping stuff. Down here, got a bit more of the platforming. Now, the jumping physics in this game aren't perfectly well done. Things can be rather tricky just by poor design. Like, this is a jump that you can barely make. Or at least seems like you can barely make. And that was scary. I thought it was going to crush me, honestly. I don't normally let it get up that high. Now, this is a very, very... Well, not very, but I like to screw it up a lot. A fairly difficult jump right here. See how close that was? That was pretty damn close. Now, here's some thwomps. Wait for it to get up. Jump onto there. Jump onto there. Don't jump onto that platform down there, because that basically screws you over. Then jump up there. You see that chest down there? That's a gash seed. It's friggin' useless. I'm not gonna bother getting it. Jump over there. And now we have to go through the Wallmaster, Floormaster room again. And be careful, because these Wallmasters can spawn, like, exactly where you are and capture you before you have a chance to slash at them. Which is freaking irritating, I assure you. And it's a bit irritating to have to do the same puzzle over again, but whatever. Someone pointed out that I like to use the word irritating a lot. It kind of irritates me when people point out my vocabulary usage. I mean, I have a fairly decent vocabulary. Oh wait, I'm doing it again. Anyway, this is the door to the mini-boss, but the mini-boss kind of takes a while, and I'm not very good at it, so I'm actually going to leave the segment here and do the mini-boss next time. These two pots both contain hearts, by the way. So, see you guys.